Right. Not even sure whether this will even, um, what would be the word? Work? Hello everyone. My name is Virten, and, honestly, I have no idea how to start this off. This is a different video than I usually do. It has also been a very long time at this point since I last made a proper video. I have had little moments here and there, clips of various things that I have basically been screwing around with for a while, um, beyond actual videos, and yet this is probably the first time that I have properly made a video in, I want to say, the past 6 months, maybe even a year at this point, because, I mean, I was even looking at my other videos not too long ago, and it has been a very long time. Um, I'm making this, though, to say that completely independent of the fact that I have not made a lot of videos, as that was more of a choice on my part, having completely forgotten or just not been wanting to do it. It's either I forgot, didn't it's either I didn't think about it, did and forgot, or just didn't want to. And I don't even know how else to explain it because that's it. But now it's even more difficult for me to want to do that because my computer is slowing way the hell down now. Um, this was a pretty good little gaming laptop that I got. I want to say anywhere from 5 to 7 years ago now, because I am fairly certain that I had this thing. I want to say after the virus, but like I think it was. I don't remember when exactly I got it, but it it has been that long. But I don't remember when exactly I got it, but it's been a while. It has been anywhere from 4 to 7 years. And I base that off of the fact that I got my first phone 7 years ago. And this one was not too long after, relatively speaking. The point being, it is deteriorating. It used to be able to run a whole lot of games, um, including one that you may or may not have heard about, especially given that it is pretty much ending at the time that I am recording this, which is Destiny 2. I actually really loved that game, and the only reason I haven't really been playing more of it is because I literally can't run it now. My computer is so old at this point that um it slows down so much that I get kicked from the game. Not the game doesn't crash, but given that it's like an online experience, right? Like live service or what have you, right? It um it doesn't let people lag too much because that's kind of a form of cheating as well. But my computer has consistently crashed. I can't even go like 30 minutes in a single mission. That would be the time it would take for me to do like a quick activity there. The quick ones, yes. And my computer slows down within the first, I don't know, 10 minutes to the point of being kicked from the game. I have had Steam give me issues in recording gameplay, partly because of my computer being a. How long has this been going on? 4 minutes, 5 minutes, almost 5 minutes. Point being, it has been a shitbox for a while now. I don't know how else to explain it. It has been terrible to me. It's a good PC. I do love this PC or laptop or what have you, right? I have used this thing at least since I was 15. At least, if not maybe earlier. And now that it has basically gotten to the end of its lifespan, I can't use it anymore, really. The most I've done, I think, so far is single player games and Firefox, just like watching YouTube videos or writing things down in Google Docs. Um, just some of the more intensive things. Um, such as, for example, Destiny 2. Not even to mention Subnautica 2, as I do have that, and I wanted to make a video on it, but I can't run it, and it really sucks because not only was I hoping to be able to play the game, I was even thinking about making videos for all of y'all who, um, the what 7 subscribers I have at the moment, for all of y'all to watch, and I just can't, which really sucks to be perfectly honest. I don't know how else to describe it. It sucks in a way that it I would say I'm at a loss for words, but I have so much I want to say about it, and I don't know. I just don't know how to do that. It seems like, think of it this way. This is the first gaming PC that I have had ever. It's a laptop, yeah, but it's the first thing I've had that is able to that A is able to have Steam on it, and B is able to run a decent amount of the games on there. Like, the loss of this is interesting because I don't know how to feel about it. I'm upset a little bit, but at this point, it's been a couple of months, maybe a few, since this initially started happening, and I'm just tired. Honestly, I'm tired of it. So this is kind of my roundabout way of saying, hey, this is what is happening. It sucks, sure. Yet there is nothing that I am able to do about that. And aside from getting a new PC, which might be a while off, um, n- not much is able to fix this one. The RAM and the graphics card are, I think, the main two things that are preventing it from being able to do what I want to be able to do. And well, I mean, because I could do it. I mean, I opened Subnautica 2, and it ran at about 5 FPS. Yeah. On the other hand, though, I am not trying to make this as sad as it seems to be, but I did want to let y'all know that um, my channel is effectively on hiatus for the foreseeable future without a PC to make the gaming videos that I really enjoyed actually making sometimes. Granted, there were moments where I did it for the hell of it and just mentally checked out a few times here and there, but some of those videos were genuinely a lot of fun. If you've seen my buckshot roulette video or some of my Subnautica videos, you might kind of get what I mean with that. Um, Especially the buckshot roulette one, even though that was an older one. In fact, I think I recorded that I before I started recording my Subnautica series, the modded one. The first game, by the way, the first game. But I think I only got around to editing it and uploading it after, which is interesting. But that one I really enjoyed. I especially love the way um, that I edited it because I think that was the first time I started experimenting with my editing a little more. I was trying to figure out how to replicate some of the things that I've seen with other people's editing. Um, like honestly, a big example I think uh, of editing I think is 8-Bit Ryan. I actually really enjoy his style of editing, and I was trying to replicate some of that in there, and I don't know how well I did, but I felt like there were a couple of moments, at the very least, that I did pretty well. I would say, hopefully. I doubt that anyone is going to bring this to Ryan's attention, much less have Ryan watch it. But point being, I do miss being able to do this. I miss actually doing it, and I'm going to miss doing it because, well, now I got nothing to do it on, and it sucks. I know I've said that a lot, but I don't know how else to put it. It sucks a lot, and well, assuming this does make it onto the channel, I really, really hope that for those of you who care, that I will be able to make videos at some point. I have no idea when. The good news is I had a job, might be getting a new one. So that gaming PC might be maybe in a couple years time. A few, depending on how well I save up. But point being, I um I have nothing to work with at this point in time, and I wish that I could say something other than it sucks. It just it feels weird. It honestly feels weird. Like again, this thing has been with me for a while. The amount of things I've done on this computer is beyond what I thought. Like I've played games, I've watched videos, I've written stories. I have had a story in the works for I don't know, the past few years, and a lot of the groundwork was done on this computer. My phone was mostly used for like editing, revising, reviewing even. Just but like I also got a mechanical keyboard. If you can hear it clack. Yeah. So that's been replacing the broken keys on my keyboard because a lot of them actually no longer work. The Z key's entire cover is gone. The S, D, F, J, K, L, I think the G, A, Hell, even the fucking E and W keys, the S. Well, I think I mentioned that one already. But a lot of the keys on the actual laptop's keyboard have completely stopped working. There is no response. There is nothing. I press it. I feel myself press it, and yet the computer absolutely registers nothing, which is very frustrating. I had to deal with that for a while. I had to use a controller as an alternative, and the only reason I was able to play Destiny 2 with my controller is because of the option that it has where you are able to bind effectively two buttons to the same input. So, for example, because again, even though my keyboard was worse, my controller actually had the same thing happen with both of the bumpers. My little Xbox controller here. Um, none of the you can hear it maybe, but they don't actually go down that far. They're pretty much pressed in all the way, and I don't know how to get them to go back out. I've tried about everything that I possibly could, as far as I know, and they just don't work. But the punch button in Destiny 2, this bumper here, the right bumper, right? The grenade button, throw a flashbang, a miniature sun, a black hole. This one, right? Left bumper. And neither of them work. So I rebound my left trigger and the X button simultaneously to uh, to the melee as a replacement, and then I bound left trigger and the right stick to grenades, and that was the only reason I could play using those with a controller until I got this keyboard. And now I can't really play at all because my computer itself has finally um, reached the end of its lifespan. And I have said so much about that already. I don't know how much more I can add. But for those of you watching, for my small amount of subscribers, thank you for well, for being here, for enjoying the content. And I'm sorry I can't do more for you yet. But I guess we'll see what happens at some point in time. A couple years, maybe a few. But till then, well, I guess we'll get there when we get there, huh? Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. As I often tend to say in these kinds of videos, I hope that regardless of what time it is for you, morning, evening, afternoon, night, that it really is a good one. That is all for now. Bye.